And I said, I'm only taking this class to learn this, to add to my wrestling ability. And then the American guy actually came and started watching me at our home dual meets. And he saw how I was just incorporating judo. And he couldn't believe how I was incorporating this, how I was doing at the time that I was doing this. And when my season came to an end, he said, hey, Dan, he says, would you like to go and watch a judo tournament? I had never been to one. Sure, why not? So I traveled with the Arizona State's judo team down to a tournament, I don't remember where. And it was kind of like, now that you're here, how would you like to beat judo? I go, I wouldn't, I don't have a key. It was all there, it was a setup. And I did not know all the formal type of thing that before you walk on the mat, and before you walk on the mat. You get out there, it's like a circle like this, but these marks would be out on here. Like when you walk up there, you just bow to your opponent, you get to bow to this judge over here. You guys like some old wild hillbilly because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not bowing to anybody. And then the referee says, how'd you make it? I go, how'd you do it? I didn't understand all the words. But then he says, match is going to start. So it starts, I go, okay, time to get it on. So they come in there, I just hit doubles. I'm hitting double legs, I'm hitting lateral drops, and stuff that they had not seen before. And then all of a sudden I'm doing cross legs. And the referee's going like, Chewy, what's Chewy? I'm being penalized because you're not allowed to attack the wound of the face. And so I look like a wild barbarian out there, but I'm showing brown belts, green belts, black belts, and I'm wearing a white belt. And this goes on to where like each, they keep taking, I'm just winning these things. They keep making it, each time they just teach me just one more thing, but I'm still walking out there to where after doing this half a dozen times, the tournament officials got tired of watching a white belt going out and destroying all these black belts, that they did this, whatever this Japanese ceremony is, they brought me up there, they took my white belt, gave me a brown belt. After another half dozen times, they brought me up there, took away my brown belt, gave me a black belt. After a decade of doing this, I go back to the state of Michigan, and I go to an all black belt tournament. And as I'm registering in, they ask me, well, what belt are you? I go, black belt. Oh, they're like, well, what level of black belt? I go, black belt. And they kind of go, they're like, yeah, knee down, she down, I go, black belt. And they're like, well, how did you get your black belt? I go, well, some guy gave it to me, and I was like, what's this black belt doing here? So now the tournament director is like, I'm going to mark you for your foul sheet. He said, I'll be there on that side. I don't want you to get hurt. Fair's enough. Go ahead. So I go out there, and I basically, if you show you return champion, like under 30 seconds, he's like, here you go, certificate. You're good to go from that point on. But it just goes to show you the motivation, the aspect of a high-level wrestler, what you can do. A wrestler translates well in submission grappling. It translates well into mixed martial arts. I'm the guy that has given credit for unleashing the hordes of wrestlers that now invade the Ultimate Fighting Championships or mixed martial arts in general. How many people here actually watch mixed martial arts? Okay, quite a few people. 9 out of the top 10 guys in the weight class are all wrestlers. But these were guys that were either state placers, state champions, national placers, record champions, freestyle champions. So it just means that you have a high-level athlete, so that there's a work ethic that goes with it, and a mental mindset. When I used to referee matches at Arizona State, Michigan State, I had 2 guys at the same weight class. And they would be so closely skilled towards each other that they would get frustrated to the point that they would break out fisticuffs. And now I'm thinking, now you're throwing the wrestling in there, and you're just giving a green light for ground and pound. Because as I said before, I'm a stats guy. 99.9% of all these MMA matches end up on the ground. And they're going to be finished one of 3 ways. Number 1 way is still ground and pound. Number 2 is some form of a choke, whether it's a scarf choke, head and arm choke, rear naked choke, choke with a choke, or an arm bar. Those are basically top 3 ways. So I tell people, if I work with people, I want to make sure that you can offensively do those 3 techniques, and I want to know that you can defensively counter those 3 techniques. Questions? I'm just going to open it for a little Q&A. People want to ask questions, whether it be about amateur wrestling background, freestyle wrestling background, Greco-Roman, judo, sambo. I've done a little bit of everything over the years, and then my first profession was the wacky world of professional wrestling. It's not wrestling, it's wrestling. It's the world of hocus and pocus, where men get to dress up like Halloween and it's make-believe. I hope I'm not bursting anyone's bubble and they're gonna go home and cry like your John Cena or your Hulk Hogan down there later on tonight, but its reality is, but I always tell people, you'll even see out there, I have 4 belts out there, 4 of the most recognizable belts in the world. 3 from the Open Fighting Championship, and 1 that says NWA, which stands for the National Wrestling Alliance. That is the oldest professional wrestling company in the world. That company dates back to the late 1800s. And the premise that, in that particular, not that belt, but that organization had a lot of great champions, because at that point in time, they actually had a board of directors. And they had to vote as to who the champion was going to be. And because a lot of these shows were held at the fair, and when the champion would be inside with the announcer would be announcing if there's any man, woman, or child that can last 5 minutes with the champ, they'd get $10,000. That was legit. But knowing that whatever poor local climbed into that ring, that champ was going to put down hard and fast. So now when Billy Bob goes back up into the crowd, bloodied, battered, and bruised, that people figured, next time we hit him, look what just happened to one of our own. And that's the premise of what professional wrestling was once built on, and you can't do that anymore because we're such a common society, we can't do anything because of liability, but we won't get into politics here right now.